Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to reading for the week of February 19th. This week, we're going to jump right in here, Taurus. And that was a horrible spread, so we're going to do that again. But we're going to jump right in here and see what is going on for you. You have this eagle and this elephant. The elephant is a very lucky card in this deck, and it is also like the destroyer of obstacles in this deck as well. The eagle also kind of represents soaring above your obstacles. So, your first row here clearly says that you are overcoming some obstacles, not to repeat myself here. I feel like you've learned something new. You have the Page of Pentacles, the Eight of Wands, and the Five of Wands. The Page of Pentacles is my card of studiousness, which tells me that you have learned something that, you have learned the thing that is helping you to overcome whatever, challenge you are going through. And, I feel this is going to lead to success. It's really interesting that you have the Eight of Wands here. A lot of people have been getting the Eight of Wands, and so there are clearly like rapid changes that are happening. I don't think that's true, is what I would say. I think that we are just finishing up, Pluto and Capricorn, and so because of that, we are, it seems like we are having rapid changes, but really I think these are changes that probably took 20 years. So if you look back over the past 20 years, maybe you went to school, maybe you went to college in that time, and maybe you learned a lot of lessons during that time. And it's like now we are using those lessons to create a transformation. That's what I believe, at least anyway. And so, I feel for a lot of you, this is just saying that you are at that time where you are making a transformation, or you have learned enough. You have learned enough with the Page of Pentacles so that you can make some sort of transformation. I would also say that this could be a new person in love. You have lovers here. You always get love, or I should say you get love a lot recently, and you have lovers. You also have the King of Wands, so definitely could be a fire sign or a fellow earth sign, or it could be a person with fire or earth in their chart. Take it how it resonates, but I don't know. I feel like some of you could, like this, I don't think this is like unexpected, like, oh, this is something that's a total surprise, but, I do feel maybe you're just not looking for it and it shows up, or, you meet maybe you are randomly meet a person. It's popping into my head, especially for those of you that aren't actively looking for it. If you're not on Tinder and stuff like that, it could just be something where you meet a person when you're out, or, Eight of Wands is my card of meeting a person through socializing, communicating. So again, if you're socializing with a person, spending time with friends, family, going and having new experiences, all that other stuff could bring love into your life. The Eight of Wands is a rapid success or a rapid change, and I see a lot of changes going on in this reading. You have the Death card and the Eight of Cups as well, and you literally have this change in the Wind card. So things are changing. And I would say these are big improvements. I think you're getting better results for the work that you do as well, just based on putting it all together, everything that's going on here. I see you being more focused. It's funny you have the elephant and the mouse. I'm pretty sure there's a kid's story about the mouse and the elephant or something like that, but it's almost like you are not focusing. I feel like you're focusing on bigger picture stuff that gets bigger picture results. Let's put it that way with the Eight of Wands. You have the Five of Wands here. Five of Wands is a card of conflict and competition. I just think that this is an obstacle, or this is something that you have learned to overcome, or you are overcoming something that you have been through. By the way, Five of Wands is also a card of learning to me. To me, those people on this card, they are learning how to fight. They are using sticks. They're not using swords. So it's really a card of education, learning how to do something. And, that's what this looks like to me. Let's see. With the Page of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is like the Wounded Warrior. I would definitely not give up at this time. I'm pretty sure I titled one of your last readings, Don't Give Up, or Keep Pushing, something along those lines. I would not give up at this time. I think that you're very close to accomplishing something great. And I think you need to focus on bigger picture stuff. I would be careful of getting distracted by little things. I don't know. I have a really bad habit of doing this, right? I'm sure we all do, where I'll be working on a big picture project, and then I start, I go do something that doesn't matter, like the dishes, right? I don't need to do that right now. I could, keep working on whatever I'm working on, is kind of what I'm getting at. So, the mouse can represent small distractions or things that can wait till later, or it can also represent doing busy work, and it's popping into my head. So, I didn't want to switch to that. I would be careful of busy work. With the Eight of Wands, you have the Queen of Swords. Queen of Swords is about seeing the future. I do feel like you see something, the way I put them, she's going up to the Queen of Pentacles, so I do feel some of you are seeing how you can improve your finances, or you are improving your finances. With the Five of Wands, you have the Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles is a card of stability and creating more stability in your life. So, I feel a lot of you are creating a lot more stability in your life, or you're working on creating more stability in your life. And obviously this would be a good thing. So I don't really feel anything there. I feel like you're working on financial stability mostly. Next, in the area of the unexpected, you have this Time for a Nap card and this Unfinished Symphony card. There is something that you are finishing up. It's not like you're finishing it, but I think you're kind of getting something to an appropriate level. Let's put it that way. Those are the words that are popping into my head. So, I feel for a lot of you, if you've been working hard over the last 20 years on, a project, a business, a career, something like that, it seems to me like you're leveling it up. I don't know that it'll ever be finished, or like what you're working on will ever be finished. I definitely feel, I have a feeling for Taurus, for most of you, and again, take this how it resonates, but I think that most of you are kind of going to be working on, building, leaving a legacy. As I always say, I think that most of you Taurus people are going to be working on something that where maybe you never retire, right? But you're working on something that you want to be doing. That's the difference, is you won't want to retire because you're doing something you want to do, right? And I'm not saying you won't eventually take a step back or something, but again, I really see you working on something, like a life's work, or, whatever you want to call it. And, there you go. You have the Queen of Pentacles, the Lovers, in the King of Wands. I would pay attention to any random ideas that pop into your head. I feel like some of you could have an idea that really brings in a lot of abundance or success into your life. So, again, I would open up to those ideas, or I would listen to those ideas, whatever they are. It seems to me like you could be getting some sort of brilliant, I don't know, that's not even what this card represents, but that's what's popping into my head. Like I said, I feel like love could be a little bit unexpected here. I wanted to see what else you have here. It's not like unexpected. I think just how it happens is unexpected, like I said, it's almost like you're just not looking for it, but it happens, right? So, which is probably usually how it happens in the first place. But there could be a perfect match coming in for you here with the Lovers. This would be something divinely guided. This right here is your higher self angel, and he's guiding two people together. So, definitely a solid connection. You have the King of Wands. I do feel like you're being more bold and assertive. I would do more things that put you, kind of like, that put you in the limelight, or that get you more attention with the King of Wands. I feel like you need to do more things that make you center stage, let's put it that way, or put you in a leadership position. So I do see a lot of you doing that. Some of you could just be taking the lead in your life, and that's kind of what I feel here with the King of Wands. Is maybe he's not saying that you're, going to take over a company or something, but you are definitely taking the lead in your life or in your finances. With the Queen of Pentacles, you can't make this up. 10 of Pentacles, building, leaving a legacy. I literally said that. So there you go. Definitely every single reading I do for you. So 10 of Pentacles is amazing. Whatever you're working on is going to provide a lot of success. I'm not saying it's going to happen overnight, but I do think it's going to happen relatively quickly. But again, also, I feel this is something that you've been working on for a very long time. So, it might seem quickly, but I really feel this has been years in the making, and you're just all the energy, everything's just coming together. So I feel like if you look at what you're building, you've been building this for a long time. With the Lovers, you have the Four of Wands. Four of Wands, card of freedom. It is a card of marriage, of course, so this looks amazing for love, especially if you're finding a fire sign, or if you're meeting a fire sign. Could be a Scorpio as well. Could be any sign, general reading. Fire, earth stand out to me, though, the most. So whatever you're into. But what I would say here, definitely could be marriage, and definitely something divinely guided. This is 11/11 right here, so definitely something where this has been guided into your life. I would also say that this could be freedom. I would focus on exactly what you want, not on what you don't want, with going to the Nine of Swords here. So I'd make sure to do that. I would also say that you could be committing to something. You could be committing to a legacy that you are going to be building with that Nine of Pentacles, definitely popping into my head. With the King of Wands, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles, card of independence, and it's a card of gratitude and luxuries as well. So the Nine of Pentacles is about being grateful for the things that you have, and when you are grateful for the things you have, you get more. So Nine of Pentacles will always be my card of gratitude. She is also my card of having the skills necessary to do something. She has these grapes behind her, and the grapes in the tarot represent something that requires a lot of skill to grow. On your card, the King of Pentacles, he has grapes on his cloak. So, you have some sort of skill that is probably going to lead to a future harvest, and that's kind of what I see going on here. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this gazelle and this mouse. The gazelle is about making big leaps forward. So again, I feel like some of you could be making some big leaps forward. The mouse, I feel, is saying, I do feel like the mouse is almost like a warning against paying attention to like too many small details, or paying attention too much to the little things and not enough to the big things. Or it's almost like you could be more some people are afraid of mice. So it's kind of like, that's what I feel here with this mouse. I feel it's saying that you might be a little bit more, you might be too focused on tiny little things that don't matter, and it's almost like you're afraid of them. I'm not saying you're afraid of them, but you get where I'm going with this? Probably not. I never know what I'm talking about either, Taurus, so there you go. But, I feel this is something where it's like saying that, focus on the big picture stuff, focus on that, and that's really all you need to focus on. You have the Nine of Swords, the Strength, and the Nine of Cups. Nine of Swords is never ending nightmare, and it is also kind of like represents repeating something. And I would be careful of repeating something here, some sort of mistake, or if something starts to remind you of something that has happened in the past, I would avoid it, whatever it is. Definitely popping into my head. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but if you start to repeat something, I would be careful of that. We see in this reading that there needs to be some sort of change or transition. Eight of Cups, Death, change in the wind. Something needs to change in your life. And to me, this is the worst card in the tarot for sure, the Nine of Swords, but the reading itself is amazing. You have very, very positive cards. So, I always say one card does not make the reading. And, I think this is just something to look out for. If you're wondering, like, what could this be? This right here, he has this comfort blanket on his waist. And so the comfort blanket, kind of represents a comfort zone. So he's in pain, but he's not in enough pain to make a change. And that's how I see the Nine of Swords. You also have this person right here who's hitting this other person with a sword. The Nine of Swords says you can be the bug or the windshield. You can be the immovable force in your life, or you can be the thing that gets hit, right? And so I feel for a lot of you, this is saying, like, if you start to see something happening in your life that reminds you of the past, take control of it so that you can be the windshield, right? You have the Strength card. Strength says you've developed a lot of strength. I feel like you have kind of, been through a lot, and this is starting to pay off. Like I said, it seems to me that this reading is really saying that you've been to the school of the universe for a very long time, and now you're finally graduating, and that's really what this looks like to me. You have that Unfinished Symphony card, but I feel that Unfinished Symphony card is really saying that you're wrapping something up. I don't think you're wrapping it up. I shouldn't say that, because it's like you're just getting it to a point, right? And this could be a business, or it could be something that you've worked on personally, and you're starting to build and leave a legacy. You have the Nine of Cups. Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups is my card of bathing in the energy of something that you want so that you can have something great in your life. And I definitely feel that there could be something great coming in for you with the Nine of Cups. Again, Nine of Cups is a card of wish fulfillment, so there could be some sort of wish or wish fulfillment coming in with the Nine of Cups. I'm not really getting much else here. I would make a wish. Normally, I don't say that. Nine of Cups to me is really, it is a wish card, but it's a card of bathing in energy of something that you want. So you have to be the thing that you want to be, which does come up for you a lot, Taurus. With the Nine of Swords, you have the Lovers. So, again, some of you could be needing to walk away from a person so that you can have something great if you're looking for love. For others, I feel this is saying, like, you're getting a chance. It's almost like you're getting a chance to, correct mistakes that have happened in past relationships. And I'm not saying, like that in a bad way. I feel this is saying that it's almost like there could be a relationship that comes up where things might happen, and if you catch those things, you're going to be able to avoid a disaster, right? Let's put it that way. So, there you go. Pay attention. With the Strength card, you have the Devil. I would be careful of any past toxic people for sure with the Devil, or anyone who's coming in to, kind of mess up your vibe. You could be attracting a Capricorn, though. You have a lot of Earth here, so, take it how it resonates. With the Nine of Cups, you have the Page of Swords. This is about getting curious. So with the Nine of Swords here, the Page of Swords, I would definitely do whatever you can to be curious about the things that you want to manifest with the Nine of Cups as well. The Page of Swords, he becomes curious about something, and then he needs to go and learn about it. And we have these cards learning, Five of Wands and the Page of Pentacles. So it's almost like you have to learn about something that you are curious about, and it could take you in a new direction. But I feel like this new direction is leaving a comfort zone, which is probably going to lead to a positive change. In the area of the good stuff, you have this by the book card and this change in the wind card. So things are going according to plan. I feel you have a vision, or you're starting to develop a vision for your life, and things are going according to plan. Things are moving in the right direction for once, and this is leading to a positive change. I kind of feel this starts as something that you are curious about, like you're curious about a new idea, or you're curious about traveling or doing something different with your life. And that curiosity is leading to a positive change. You have the Eight of Cups here. Eight of Cups is about kind of like walking away from things that no longer serve you. So, I feel it would be a great time to walk away from things that no longer serve you and to walk towards things that fulfill you. This is coming up in the area of the good stuff. Personally, I consider the Eight of Cups to be a good card anyway, because how is it a bad thing to walk away from things that no longer serve you? It's not. Something could definitely be, this is the only card that has an eclipse on it. And so something could be being eclipsed out of your life, and you could just be moving on to something new. So there's clearly a positive change here. You have the Death card, same thing. On the Death card, the King is dead right here. The King being dead says that even things that are established die. So even things that have been in our life for a long time eventually go through a transformation. So there's probably some sort of transformation in your life to something that has been in your life for a long time. Could be a relationship, could be an idea, could be the person that you are, could be anything. And, I think that this is clearly a positive change. You have the Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups says, follow your heart, listen to your intuition. So I feel you always get the Queen of Cups with me as well, Taurus, and more than anyone else. And I definitely feel it's time for you to follow your heart or listen. I think that it is like a heart-based time for Taurus, where if you listen to what your heart wants and do the things that you want to do, then you're going to be very successful. I think if you do the things that other people want you to do, then you're going to have a really hard time. So there you go. That's what I would pay attention to. With the Eight of Cups, are you kidding? Yes, I feel like you're walking right into the arms of a new lover here, Taurus. This is definitely something significant. Could be a Leo for those of you that are into that sort of thing. Could be any sign, of course, but you are definitely heading towards love, I would say, especially if you're making a change, like if you're moving or traveling, or if you're socializing more with new people, that could be where the love is coming from. With the Death card, you have the Knight of Wands. I feel like you are becoming more free. It's almost like I do have a weird random story that just popped into my head out of nowhere as well, that some of you, it's like something is going to happen that is going to make you make a change. This could be a little bit of a frustration, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I think we have a frustration, and it's like the frustration is the catalyst that drives us forward, right? The frustration is the thing that makes us make a change. This isn't like a bad frustration. It's like, sometimes I think in life we really end up like, we kind of come up with an idea and we really, really want something, but maybe there are limitations to us having the thing that we really, really want. So it's like that type of frustration where it's like, I feel you see something or something is happening in your life and you really want something, and you're doing something else. You're taking an action. Let's put it that way. So I can stop saying the word something, and you're taking an action to make it happen. And I don't know. I love it. Looks great. With the Queen of Cups, you have the Page of Cups. Definitely love. We know that there's love here. Could be a Capricorn with Leo, a Leo with Capricorn. You have Capricorn twice here. I feel like that whoever this person is, they're definitely into building and leaving a legacy with the Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles would be like having a family, but also being very financially successful, or, having a family business or something like that. So, there you go. We're pulling 5 main themes here. You have this resourcefulness card, a lot of pentacle cards, but you do have the Queen of Pentacles. She is the card of resourcefulness. So, I think this is true for everybody. Anything that you're doing, not just you, Taurus, anything that we're doing, we need to be resourceful, plain and simple. You have this fortune card. Yes, there are clearly great fortunes coming in for you. These are fortunes that you've been building for like the last 20 years, and now the energy is just catching up. So, it's like, are you going to be a millionaire overnight? No, there's probably still more work to do. But, clearly the energy is here. So put it together and work with it, and you will be successful. Let's see. You have this revenge card. I don't know. Every single person has had this card. There's a million. There's like a wedge card about, driving a wedge between two people. I feel like you always get this, where I always say, like, be careful of like someone's ex, or something like that. Like if you start dating a person, their ex might message you and be like, oh, this person's a cheater or whatever, but it might not be true. I feel like I always say this to you, Taurus. There's something with that energy because you always get it. But not only that, everybody does. So like I said, there's like a wedge card. There are other cards like this, a gossip card, and everybody gets like one of them. And you have the devil here and everything, so I would be careful. You have this flirtation card. We know that there's a lot of love here. So definitely could be flirting with a new person. Could be a fire sign. You have a lot of fire in these. This is the Oracle of the Radiant Sun, and you have a lot of fire here. But again, it could be any sign. You have this companionship card. There you go. Like a true companion coming in for you. If you don't want love, this could also be, something else. Like it could be another companion, like a pet. Maybe you're getting a pet mouse or a pet elephant or something like that, right? There you go. Is that even legal? I don't know. I'm going to find out after this, though. Because that's my next goal, right? But what I would say here is that the companionship card could be any type of companion. It could even be something that supports you, like a business or a career. So there you go. I love this reading. Big change coming. That's all I have to feel like it's talking about. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your week.